Alright, good morning folks. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I've got sound. Definitely have got my chai. And today we're going to go ahead and play some Horde Chess, and I'm going to teach myself how to play because I've really never played this before. So the way it works is white has a horde of pawns, so there's a whole bunch of pawns for white, and black has a normal setup, it looks like. And so black wins by taking all of white's pawns. White wins by checkmate. Pawns can jump 2 squares from the first and second ranks. Cool. So there's our setup. There's our idea. And let's just jump right in and see how it works. So we'll see whether I get black or white. I assume there's a pretty different strategy depending on which one you've got. So we've got the regular setup here. So let's go ahead and capture towards the center. That seems to make sense. And we'll go ahead and keep these moving. Oh. And I guess we'll take with the knight again. We'll go ahead and retreat. I don't want to sack anything yet. I want to have a good reason to sack. Alright, those noises are annoying me. Let's get rid of those noises. Sound. Let's turn that sound volume down. There we go. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh, this was the wrong side of the board. I shouldn't have been taking those pawns on the king side. Got distracted by the sound. It's okay. I don't think pawn cover is going to matter quite as much since there's no heavy pieces. So I think it's okay that I'm kind of trading my pawns here. I just need to give myself a little bit of space to try and get my pieces working together, right? So let's see. Are there any weaknesses yet? I don't see any. So I think we're going to have to see if we can start making some. So we'll get that rook a little bit more active. Guess we'll retreat the knight, move it sideways. Probably going to have to come back. So this piece is hanging now. Or not hanging, but it's unprotected. So I guess let's target that one. Easiest way to target it's with the queen. Here we go. So I didn't castle, but again, with no heavy pieces on the board, that feels less important. I think I just figured out how to win this game, because now the queen gets to the back row here, and I can just gobble these pawns, right? It's going to be really tough for white to win now, because I'm just going to run through and just grab pawns. And so I've now stopped that pawn from moving. I can grab a few more here. Just trying to grab a couple of the ones in front because they get a little more dangerous as they move to the front. And so if I can just grab a pawn every move and try and pick up some of the front ones as well. Let's see. I think I don't like this one. Let's just trade off. We'll sack it a little bit. Here we go. Alright, let's see. Is this something you've ever played? Have you played this game before? Not doing bad for my first time. Probably should have stayed more active with the queen, though. I think I let let them get a little bit back into this game. So I think once you get your queen to the back row, I think you just really dedicate to grabbing those pawns. So let's just grab those pawns while we've got the chance. I just gave that away. Not sure that was good. But again, at this point, I think I just want to try and grab as many pawns as I can. Oh no. He disconnected? I hate that. It's the worst thing when they disconnect, leave you high and dry. Like, if you're going to lose, just resign. I mean, at least that lets everyone else move on with their life. So, always aggravates me when people do that type of thing. Alright, well, at least we consider that our first win. Oh, sorry. Hit the microphone. Seemed like a good time to take a sip of my chai. Alright, so 30 more seconds and then we'll get another game. So I think black probably is the easier position to play on this. There we go. 15-23, not bad. So let's try again. Hopefully we'll get white this time. I'm interested to see what that play is like. That seems like the tougher game to play. Alright, so you got white. I think our goal here has got to be to try and make white, to make black cramped. So I think just moving as many of these pawns forward, recapturing where we can, as opposed to being the first to attack, and just continually pushing pawns up the board might be the best strategy here. Because now we'll kick the queen back, gain a little tempo. Keep pushing the pawns from the back row. Make sure nothing is hanging, nothing's unprotected. I think that's the idea here. So we'll just keep putting things forward. I gotta be careful here, I guess. I mean, at some point he's gonna have to sack things. So he sacked the bishop to grab a knight, to get the knight in. So let's go ahead, kick the knight. Remember, we read that on the back row and the normal row for the pawns, they can move 2 squares. So that seems like a real strong thing to take advantage of. Let's just keep pushing pawns forward, trying to reinforce these back row. I can't... Uh-oh. So if I went ahead and took the knight like I was planning just now, the queen would come in and be able to basically be in this back row. So I don't think I can allow that. So even though I'd love to be able to take that knight, I don't think I can at this point. So now that the pawn is guarded, I think I could have, which is why he went ahead and retreated. So I can go ahead and slide up a little bit, taking away some of those squares from the knight just now. Let's see. Let's keep these pieces moving forward. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because now he can grab that. So let's close that in. So now I have a weakness here. Let's just keep closing in. Alright. He's going to break through. So now I think I need to try and do the same. Um, so how can I break through? How can I make pressure here? Let's go here, tax the bishop. Again, let's go ahead and capture towards the center. Keep that principal idea going. And let's just try and, like, it's hard for the, alright, so the queen's definitely getting into the back now. So now I need to really push to try and get in here. That knight broke through. Let's try and kick the knight. Now let's just try and march this pawn down. There's nothing I can do to stop the queen from getting into the back. So I think I just need to make sure I have a strong attack. So now I have the chance to fork the king and the knight. So we'll see if he does anything about that. No. So what's going to happen now? So I could take the knight with check, but then he just takes back the rook. So let's bring up another pawn and see if I can get more of these pawns working together. So now the knight is going to get kicked. Let's kick the knight again. Alright, now I thought about pushing that pawn, but I don't think that works for me because he takes with the pawn, then I take, and then he takes, and he's back in the center. I think I should have pushed, maybe. Here, let's kick the knight. I'm trying to get these pawns in the center moving toward the center. So I'm trying to put my pawn there, give check, and then depending on where he goes, I might be able to get my pawn to queen. I'm behind on time here. I'm still going to try and get my pawn here. I guess we do this anyway. Now let's, I guess, still try and push our pawns here, but it's going to be tough now because they're all so far back. Alright, let's go up. Up again. Alright, let's make his queen move. And let's see, if this pawn can get here, that's a great square for that pawn. That'd be an awesome place, but I don't think he's going to let that happen. Here, let's attack the knight. Can I get away with this? Alright. No, that's not going to work out for me. There's a check. Here, let's go this way. Let's push past. This is going to be... I got 23 seconds. I really got to play a little faster here, right? This is tough. There's some real strategy here to this game. It's really surprising. A lot of time with variants, it feels all over the place. So there's definitely some real strategy to this game. If I check there, he just takes. That's not good for me. Okay. All right, still just trying to move quickly enough. There is a 2-second increment on here. So that's going to help. Here we go. Pawn chain. Pawn chains are amazing. Yeah, let's take the queen off. And it'd be so helpful to have another piece. That's all I want is one more piece. This is so tough. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this, because my pieces are just hanging now. Yeah, I can't win this. We'll play quickly just in case. And you never know, somebody can make a big mistake. There we go. That's it. So I lost. That was a really tough game. Obviously, that 2080 rating is something substantial. So, okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this a little bit. I didn't win that with white just now, but like I said, I think that's probably the harder one to win with, white versus black. Let's see. So I've played 2 so far. I've got a match coming up with another streamer. I was challenged to play Horde Chess against them, so that's why I'm trying to learn how to play this. It's because later in the week we're going to meet up and play some Horde Chess, and hopefully I don't make myself look silly. That would be great. So we'll keep the idea of pushing pawns in the center. That felt like a strong idea. Again, recapturing where possible instead of being the first to capture. I like that idea. So that seemed like a mistake. I think I shouldn't have because that's going to let this piece get in here. The queen's going to be able to get in. I'll be able to kick it away though. So let's go ahead and support it. And we'll support here. Again, everything that can have 2 defenders on the front row is probably a good idea. So we'll go ahead and come here with that. We'll take here. And I'm going to need to push this pawn here in a minute. So I need to do this push. And then this one. So, alright, we'll keep that thing going. I think I want to close this off from the queen though, because once that queen and that rook got together, that got really tough. So if I can keep that queen kind of trapped without a lot of squares to go to, I think that's better for me. So let's see, where are my weaknesses right now? This piece is completely unprotected. These are protected only once, so I do have to be careful with those rook pawns. I've got 4 here in the center that I could start pushing towards the king. I think I want to try and bring these pawns up behind so that I have a solid block of pawns as I start to try and attack the king and break through. Remember, from the white perspective, you're trying to win. Like, you're trying to get checkmate. So he just gave up. Okay. All right, we'll try again. That didn't feel very meaningful. All right, so we got the black side now. Let's try this again. Let's see. Try and open up the position a little bit. Here we go. And now my rook is in. I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to do that yet. I will do that, but I don't think I want to do that yet. Alright, let's see if we can get the queen. So now I would sack the rook here. So I'm going to push the pawn. So now I'll sack the rook. I know there's a YouTuber out there that would be very excited that I sacked a rook. So now I think I just grab pawns, right? Like this is Horde Chess. So my goal is to try and grab all the pawns that I can. And I still have enough minor pieces that it's going to be tough for white to try and promote. So let's go ahead. Let's do this one. That way I might be able to take some of these over here with the rook. This one's a little dangerous. Here we go. We'll just use what we've got. As long as I'm taking a pawn every move, I think I'm doing okay. And as I say that, I think I just lost the ability to do that. So we'll back up. Grab that one. Grab this one. Grab that one. Again, as long as I'm taking a pawn every turn, I think I'm doing okay here. Hey, there we go. We got an honest win that time. He resigned. Good morning, viewers. Hopefully you're enjoying this. If you've got any advice, I'd love to hear it. Like I said, so that was my, third game playing Horde Chess. So I've played black now twice and white once. So definitely a lot to learn here. So now I got white again. So this is my second time getting white. So we'll try this again. The general idea that I have is that I don't want to capture first. I want to recapture. So we'll go ahead and I want to protect this a little bit better than I have in the last couple of tries. Since this one kind of gets ganged up on by the queen and pawns. You know what? No, I don't want to do that yet. Let's see. Can't push that yet because the bishop or the rook. Oh, the rook can't take that yet. So let's push that now. Does en passant work in this? All right, now I got to do it just to find out if en passant works. En passant, right? It's a forced move anyway. No way. That's cool. So en passant works in Horde Chess. Let's cramp the position, right? Okay, or they'll go ahead and sack. I guess that's an option too. So we'll keep pushing here. Let's see. Keep pushing towards the center. Uh-oh. That can't be good. That can't be good. Here, let's close that hole. I'm going to have to watch out for the queen now. think everything's guarded though. So now let's push the queen back, because I really don't enjoy that queen being right there. And again, let's keep just trying to... I did it again. Oh my goodness. I guess you make the same mistake twice when you're me. So now I really need to push. Let's see. Let's push here. Because now with the queen in the back row, it's a race, right? So I just got to try and play fast enough that I can get these pawns pushing forward and attacking the center, attacking near the king. Because his idea is to grab all the pawns, and the back pawns are much easier to grab than the ones up front. So my thought is, if I can push the pawns that are close to the center toward the king, I can try and make that forward progress where I might be able to get something promoted. Alright, I want to push here, I want to push there, I can't push there anymore. There. If I take there, it's going to be tough, but alright, let's move the rook, and then maybe we can move a pawn in to move the queen. Alright, now that queen is really out of play, right? Just trying to really close off the position, and when he can sack pieces like that, it doesn't help. Let's see, let's try and go over here. This is where a pawn structure is right now. So the hard thing is I've got these doubled pawns now, and they really can't make progress. So I think I'm lost here again. I think I'm busted. I could give check. I think I just gotta push and see what he takes. He's probably gonna take here. Yeah, I mean, there's no getting through. He's got too many pieces, and none of my pawns are supporting each other, so there's not a whole lot I can do. Like, he could give up his queen right now and he'd still be winning. So, yep, he's won this one. Again, if you've played this before, I'd absolutely love some feedback. If you know what you're doing, like I said, these games are more for me learning than they are about me really trying to win right now, because I've got a match coming up later in the week. So if I can learn a little bit of how this game works so I don't look so bad when I play against my streamer friend, that would be great. So I've lost a couple times with the white pieces. This is the first time I've played somebody this strong with the black pieces. So now I'm hoping that I actually know what I'm doing with these white pieces, or with the black pieces, because all the games I've won so far, like I said, have been against lower rated players. Let's see. Here, let's do something like this. So apparently the idea of not capturing and only recapturing is a decent one if somebody this strong is following that same principle. All right, let's see. I need to break out. These pawns are really constricting me. Let's do something like this, I guess. Just trying to find... Here, let's come out like this. Sacrifice the knight. Now I've got a bishop that's a little more active. So let's come here. It's not really doing anything, but I'm trying to invoke the pawn push here. If that pawn push comes, I might be able to, but he didn't, so I'll do something else. Alright, let's try and get my queen. Here, let's lift the rook. I'm going to try and break through over here. I may have to sack the rook and maybe a bishop, but once I can get... So this pawn right here is free. So he defended it. Let's try and come here, see what he does. This is free right now. So there's the only defense that I saw. So let's see, what can I do? So let's sack here. And then right now sacking the rook doesn't work completely. So let's pull the knight out. Just trying to get another piece more active. So let's... Yeah, I don't think I want to take that right now. If I took that, he'd take back and then he'd have these two pawns right here that would be really tough to try and deal with all of the support that he's got. So I don't think I wanted to do that yet. Alright, now I need to get really active here, right? Sack the rook, pawn takes, queen comes up. So this is what I'm looking at. So if I sack the rook, the pawn takes, queen takes, pawn comes here, I can take that one, and then I'm in on the back. I think that's worth it. I think that was the right idea. And now, like I said, this is going to be a tough position to kind of feel like I can hold. But this knight should help. Oh, let's drop these arrows. There we go. Go away, arrows. Alright, let's see. Knight. The knight is guarding this square. The rook is guarding the back. So let's start trying to be aggressive with these pawn captures. And if I can work to this side of the board quickly, over to the king side, I think that's going to be my best bet. So we'll take there. So now I can try and swing over to the king side. So he's trying to prevent me from doing that. So let's see, what can I do? Let's come here. And And now, am I lost? I think I might be lost. Okay, so I'm just really bad at this. It has nothing to do with white versus black. I'm just not good enough to play with these 1800s yet. Let's see. Can I do anything? So let's go here. At least this way when he queens, I can take back. But then he gets another queen. And so it was completely uneventful. He's got this many pawns. Like, white is now winning. So, yeah, I don't think there's any point in playing on. Here we go. Click resign. Yes, I want to resign. There we go. All right, so that was my first like real loss with black. So I think what I did wrong was I might have sacked too much, or maybe I let white build too much of a center and it really cramped the position. All right, let's try a few more of these. I don't know how good the my friend is. The ratings aren't posted for Horde Chess, so I would really like it if I can, again, not embarrass myself. Come on. Looking for another game. So, less people play Horde Chess, so if you get good, I guess you'd be one of the best, but here we go. So, 3-2, I got black again, so let's go ahead, and we'll keep pushing. Let's be a little bit more aggressive this time, as far as really trying to not let white build that center. That center for white just seems really strong. So we'll go ahead and try and get some pieces here. Yes, I'm backing up, but development doesn't work the same in this game as normal development. But I do need to move with some urgency. So now I could grab this one. So he's either going to defend it or push it. So let's attack it. Capture if he yep. And so now what do I want to do? Let's push the center pawn. Oh, let's not lose anything unnecessarily yet. But I'm thinking I want to push the E and D pawns. Because last time I didn't push those and I had a really cramped position. So I'm thinking these pawns up are really going to free up a lot of moves for me. And so now I can try and get my queen active. So I think I'm doing okay on this one, because the big center that the other game had, white hasn't been able to build yet. So let's go ahead and do that. So I actually haven't sacked any pieces yet. So I got to look for the right place, because I do think you have to sack to be able to win. So it's just a question of sacking the right pieces at the right time. So this is a weakness. So let's try and pick on that square there. That's a far back pawn. These edge pawns can only be defended once, so those are all kind of perpetually weak. So let's see. He's probably going to push here. Yeah. And we'll come here. The idea is I'm going to grab that in a second. Or I might try and insert myself. And once you insert on this row, it gets really tough to defend them. So now, let's see. Alright. There is a window to the back row here. So if we can use that. So we'll go ahead and sack the bishop. Or desperado the bishop, I guess is the more appropriate term there. So now there's 3 pawns here. And I'm in the back. Alright, I think I got this one. Because now I can go ahead and just gobble. I can't believe I did that. I got distracted. Apparently I forgot that pawns can capture. Oh, good grief. This is going to be a much tougher win. Because that queen gone. That's going to make all of this so much tougher. So let's get my knight active. I'm going to have to use all of my pieces now. Apparently I didn't think this was hard enough, so I gave away my queen. Okay, let's keep things moving forward. We'll sack the knight to get rid of the threat. It's probably going to push. So let's come here, and that gives me a few targets. Also, this is a target by the bishop. So let's grab that one. Did just let the pin happen. So that was a mistake. I think my knight's actually going to be stronger right now than the bishop. So if he does end up playing this, I think I'm going to take here and then maybe swing around. I don't know. Oops. Too many arrows. Too many arrows. Oh, he disconnected and reconnected. That's not good. So maybe he's still there. Let's see. Here we go. Is he back yet? It says he's reconnected. He's going to run out of time though. Alright, I think I got saved by bad internet. Yeah, I don't think I was going to win that one with when I drop a queen for nothing. That is just terrible. Alright, let's try this again. Here we go. Looking for another game. So, let's see. I think my center pawn pushes are still the right idea. And just completely ignore the attack and just try and cram the center. Okay, let's support this pawn a second time. Capture towards the center. So I can't move this one right now. So let's go ahead and push from the back. So we could sack the bishop here. So let's make that less enjoyable to do by closing that off. So I do have to be careful now because this one is going to be eyed by the rook depending on when he pushes here. So let's go ahead and push the center again. Again, the idea, oh, that was a mistake on my part. I just gave this away for free. So let's go ahead and close that up. At least now I would be able to take it with something. And let's continue to close that position up. So if he ends up pushing at some point, I'm going to push past because I don't want to open up that rook. So let's push the pawn again. If you're just joining us, you can push the pawn from the first and second ranks 2 squares. And I did find out, even if it wasn't the best move, that en passant is possible. So that's pretty cool that en passant is still playable in Horde Chess. All right. Let's see. Keep pushing, keep pushing. The knight there is probably going to want to go somewhere. I don't know that I want to take it, though. I think I'd rather push here and here, or really just try and close in the center. Because if I take, that actually frees up his rook. So I don't think I wanted to take there. So let's go ahead, keep pushing here. Supporting this one a second time. Like I said, I don't want to take here because that just really lets his rook have a lot of freedom. So we'll go ahead. Now if I can get my pawn here, that's going to be monumental. That's huge. That's huge. All right, let's hit the queen. Now the queen's got to go, and I get to promote. Did I just win this one? I think this is good for me. I just won a queen. Yeah. So now I've got 2 pawns here. Neither of them are actually protected, though. So let's... Alright, let's see if we can get one of these pawns promoted. King's got to go somewhere. Can't come back because then I promote. Can't go sideways because then I promote. He just let me promote. Oh yeah, this is good for me. So let's see. Let's come here with check. See if we can grab that. No, that's okay. So now we'll use the pawns. Like, this is going to be a tough game for black to win. I think I'm good here. Because now I can give check. King's got to move. Continue putting on pressure. King's got to move again. And now here's a little fork. I can pick up the knight. I'm way up on time, too. Here we go. There's a check. See where he decides to go. Get a little closer. Threaten checkmate. And checkmate. There we go. Hey, I won my first game with white. So, definitely tough to play with both against strong players. Here we go. Let's see. All right, we got white again. Like I said, I think white's tougher to play. So we'll keep the idea of pushing in the center. Support those two. Uh-oh. All right, pushing back in the center, playing Batman. You think Batman plays chess? I mean, he's considered one of the better strategists, right? So I assume that chess would be something that somebody like Batman would play. So yeah, I know I'm giving away another pawn, but I didn't want to let the bishop in that way. So let's do that. Does he take en passant? There we go. See? En passant. Really a pretty cool move. Forced, right? Keep trying to close this off. I am going to have to try and fight back here in the center, though. Here, let's go this way. If I take there, the bishop just takes there. If I go there, the bishop takes. I don't get anything out of it. So let's go ahead. I think that was actually better for me than trying to capture one of those two ways. Stop his pawn from moving forward. I didn't like that moving. Alright, let's see. Let's get some more pawns moving forward in the center here. Now this is protected, so that's actually okay for me. Alright, let's try and keep the queen out. And let's go ahead and start really pushing in the center here. Uh-oh. I let him in. I let him in. So I got to fight back here. Let's support the pawn. Then we're going to push. Okay, we'll support there. You might sack the knight. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's see. I really would like a rook. I keep looking for a rook to pull on these open files, and I don't have a rook because this is Horde Chess, and Horde Chess you don't have any pieces. So it's definitely counterintuitive to try and play this game. It's definitely a very different game than traditional classical chess. Let's see. All right. I don't want to open up, but I need more pawns in the center here moving forward. So yes, I just let his rook in, but I really needed to get some pawns working together, getting closer to his king. Because now if I can get that fork, that's really good for me. Let's see. Let's go there. He's going to sack the bishop somewhere. He's got to do a desperado, right? Get what he can. Oh, he just gave me a queen. There we go. I don't know what he was thinking, but I will take it. So apparently he misclicked and decided to be a little bit of a child because his chat was unkind. So that's too bad. So I don't think I will be playing him anymore. I don't. So that is one thing that I do. I don't really tolerate people that are kind of trashy people. So I just blocked him. Doesn't matter. So we'll go ahead and play another one. Like I said, I don't much care for people that poor losers or I don't know. There's enough negativity in the world that I don't need to have negativity in my chess. So let's see if we can get one more game here. I feel like I'm getting a little better. I don't know. You can tell me if you agree or disagree. Am I just getting lucky? Is that all I'm doing? So let's see. So I'm just pushing back in the center here. Again, when I've lost with black, it's been because I haven't been able to get enough mobility in the center. So if I can fight back here and really get a position where my pieces are active early, that seems helpful. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? All right, let's come back here. Thinking I could sack there at some point, but now doesn't seem the right time. So let's come here. And let's come back. He's got to protect that. So now we can start eyeing the squares in the back, because he's got these big long diagonals. Let's see. Let's come over here. I'm thinking about sacking somewhere. At some point you have to sack in this type of game, it looks like, because otherwise you just end up really, really stuck. So let's see. Can I... Let's pick on this pawn, I guess. Make him move it, or maybe create a weakness somewhere else. So I do have to be careful. This big pawn chunk moving towards my rook might be a little bit of a hard time. So I'll take that pawn. Now I'm eyeing like these pawns. Seem like pawns that are going to be able to get picked on. So now we'll come here, eyeing this one, really trying to break up that pawn chunk that was heading at me. No, we're not taking that. We're going to take this one. Because if he takes it stuck, he's got the pawn stuck over here, and if he pushes, I'll just sack. Okay. So where can I... Okay. This one's free now. And now he can't push because it gives away another one. And if he pushes again, it gives away another one. So that kind of... Oh, he just resigned. All right, I guess he figured out I was getting in. All right, let's play one more. If I win this, I'll break 1600. That might be a good place to call a first day. I am not going to win this game. 1972. So this is definitely somebody who understands the game better than I do. Okay, do I take en passant, or do I take here, or do I not take anywhere? Let's not take anywhere. Let's just push past. Let's really cramp the position. Okay, so he knows when to sack, it seems. Let's protect that a little bit. I don't think that's going to do me any good, though. Alright, everything's guarded here. Let's try and get the queen back out of our pawns. It's not good when the queen gets in there. So let's see. Can I... Here, trying to get some pawns moving in the center here. Do I want to take en passant this time? I don't think so. I think we're just going to let push past. If I can... Oh, he didn't let me support it. Alright, so let's get another pawn moving up here. So now actually this is getting in his own way. So we'll come up. Let's come up here. Let's give a check. There we go. I don't know that it accomplished anything, but it felt good, right? Sometimes you got to play what feels good, and sometimes getting a check just feels good. Here we go. We're going to start pushing these pawns over here. His king's over here, so we'll push towards his king. That definitely lets his queen in, but I don't think I have a better option. I guess I could just let him take and move on. So let's see. Let's push up. Just delaying for a second to figure out what I'm going to do. Alright, let's come here. Something's going to take that pawn. So I've actually shut this pawn down from moving forward now, which is actually really good for me. Alright. Let's take there. We'll take back here. Let's not lose this center pawn unnecessarily. That seems like an important pawn right now. Alright. The queen is fully in the back, so I need to make enough threats that are hitting more than one piece here. Alright, do I take the bishop? Do I give check? I think I want to give check. Yes, I know checks don't win games, but I was thinking if I can get my... What I was thinking is if I can get my pawns coordinated, I might be able to get one of them promoted. That does not seem hopeful anymore. My pawns are starting to look disconnected. So now I think I'm lost. Let's see. I got a minute left. He's got 2:30. I looked for a rook again just now. I didn't have one. Let's see. That promotes, takes with the bishop, and I'm lost. Check, take with the pawn. Check, take with the queen, and I'm lost. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and resign. This is a complete loss here. So, I think I have maxed out what I'm able to do. So, I'm close to a 1600 on Horde Chess. I guess that's okay. For my first time playing, that's not terrible, I guess. Try and do a little bit more practice, maybe read up on some strategy before I play that match. Because again, really want to represent myself well in that. Well, if you enjoyed the stream, I hope you like, subscribe, tell your friends, share it, leave a comment. Those things really help. They help support the algorithm. If you leave a comment, if you like it, if you really enjoyed it, subscribing is great. But hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.